Posh Notion says she talked to David today live instead of an email.
Okay, and what happened?
Posh says, yes, very detailed, live in group. So I basically blew them away with my video being out. This is going to take a few comment sections, LOL. He said, first, I was way better than everyone else. Okay. That's good feedback. Second, I nailed and exceeded the five criteria they look for: the story, credibility, impact, capabilities, and emotional connection. The emotional connecting so much that it inspired them to change the, maybe she means, okay, that's all she said, but maybe she means with criteria for that. But so she said I guess that was the main feedback she got, that she really blew them away in the 5 different categories they were looking for.
Okay, so here's how it's helpful. I mean, the first comment is not actually that helpful. It'll make you feel good in the moment, but that doesn't help feed the next time you come up against the uncertainty. The fact that they said you were amazing, great. I mean, you won, so you know you're amazing, but that is not specific enough, right? So it's fine. It's nice that they said that. It's a good little boost. But what came after that is specific, and there's 2 things I take away from it. One, all of those 5 criteria are true, which is fantastic, right? So you can lean in on I don't remember what they were, but you can lean in on those ones and say, I am this. I mean, it's not just that I think I'm this. Dave Meltzer and all these successful people think that I'm this, right? So anytime any of those 5 things come up, you know that you have won on those things, okay? The second thing that I took is more reading between the lines, is that you were really well prepared for the criteria of what the contest was about. So it's not that you're just good at those things, which you are, but you also read the criteria and played towards it, right? So every other competition that you're in, you can remind yourself of, okay, all I have to do is read the criteria and then deliver against what they're asking me for. Where other people are coming up with their same standard kind of sales pitch, you're actually giving them specifically what they're asking for. So there's both the authenticity and the hustle and everything that they're talking to you about, but also the ability to understand the criteria and play within it to get a win. Yeah, I think it's a big deal.
And she added, that the way she did it, that inspired them to change the format for season 2.
Woo!
They made it an hour now and are giving backstory for each contestant. He said they could tell I took the time to practice, and our performance was an example for every contestant. There were a few specifics. I have the video to listen to over and over also. So yeah, that's good.
So is it a little more believable now, Posh?
Yeah, Posh, that's a good one. Yeah. Does it feel less imposter syndrome?
Are you ready for the next competition a little bit more?
Okay, guys, here we go. Posh Notions coming at you. Okay, we'll reread the last one. Format for season 2. They made it an hour now and are giving backstory for each contestant. He said they could tell I took the time to practice, and my performance was an example of every contestant. There were a few more specifics. I have the video to listen to over and over. Also, yes, thank you. I told him you sent me, haha. She says, I am, because that part came somewhat naturally to me. So for the others, I can focus on what they're specifically looking for. You definitely nailed it, Evan, before I typed it. So Evan's ahead of the game again. And then Posh says, I heard and believe we are actually the one observing our thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. And she says, now, Zan, you understand why the imposter syndrome, because I don't believe I can reproduce these results. Yes.
Yeah. If she thought about that every day, all day long, then that's what she's going to be. You change your thoughts, you change your reality. Let's go.
But Posh, remember we talked about the more you keep doing something over and over and over, then the more it becomes a part of you. So if you win one time, oh, okay, maybe it was a fluke. You hit it again. oh, you know what? Maybe this is possible. You hit it again, 3, 4, 5. You're like, you know what? This is not this is who I am. So the more you do something over and over and over, the more it becomes part of you. Okay, so Posh says, can I read her comment? This is great. She's like, I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire.
Think about that all day long. This is the problem. You can repeat something 4 times in a chat. Great. Right? Like, you don't believe it because you're not actually thinking about that. I'm not even talking about the affirmations and the conscious thoughts. I'm talking about what actually happens. Most of your thoughts, guys, most of your thoughts are not conscious.
Ooh, go ahead. Tell him, Evan. Tell him.
They're not conscious.
I got a framework for that. Tell him.
Well, then this supports your framework. Most of your thoughts are not conscious. So you are not walking around saying, I'm a millionaire, thinking you're a millionaire. It's not. That's not what you're thinking about.
Here it is right there.
Okay, so there you go. That 90% Zen, that's what you're thinking about all day long. That's who you are.
Yes.
So that's where the whole framework breaks down of you are what you think about consistently, or you are what you think about all day long. You can throw out as many examples as you want. I'm a millionaire. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. You're not thinking that. You're not actually in that 90% actually thinking you're a dog. So the example falls apart because you're not thinking about that all day long. You're thinking about that consciously when you choose to, which is a tiny, tiny, tiny little nothing percentage of your actual thoughts. That's the problem. So you are your thoughts. That are consistently happening in your head, but you don't have to be. That's why environment is so important, because the environment triggers a lot of thoughts inside you automatically every day. Where if you relied on just you telling yourself that you're something, you're not going to. You just won't do it. Hey, good job, Drew.
And look at Evan's picture, guys. Look at his screen. You see all the pictures in the back? Evan creates his environment so that when he walks into his studio, though that environment triggers certain thoughts about who he is and his self-identity, just automatically. And you keep walking into that environment every single day like he does, and spend a lot of time in that environment every single day like he does, you can't help but be what you think about. Boom, there it is. He walked his talk. Create your environment, set it up how you want it to be. So you can control so set up your environment on how you want your subconscious mind to think. She says, oh, I know, Evan. I wasn't making fun. I was constantly interrupting my negative or unproductive thoughts and replacing them with positive and productive ones. Very good.
What? Who was that?
Posh.
Oh, Posh. Okay. Yeah, Posh. I took that in a direction that Zan needed it to go.